In recent years, we've seen a lot of love for North Dakota State in the NFL draft, and Trey Lance, he's a great example of what the Bison are sending to the league each and every year. This guy looks like a franchise quarterback. He wants his opportunity to prove it to the rest of the league.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And Lance going to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashard Lawrence able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Lance. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
That caught by Manhertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Lance. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Akers diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Stays on his feet. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Now 2nd and 5. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 41-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Niners' 7-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all. All right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Now Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it Steelers go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Good carry there by Fournette, who despite a drop in production, remained a capable back in all facets of the game last season. Finished with over 1,200 all-purpose yards.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Now a 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Leonard Fournette, a 22-yard scamper. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. A give up the middle to Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, what a way to kick off the year here. Niners and Steelers. And I know the folks back in Northern California happy to see their quarterback Brock Purdy back out there. Charles, what do you see from him in year 2?
More of what we saw from him in year 1, partner, because this young man, he really sees the reins in that first season, and he is excited about expanding his game and pushing the ball downfield even more in year 2 as a starter with the 49ers.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 77 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They'll run on first down with Akers. Fighting through. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And now they'll throw with Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Chris Godwin from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Coup for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Second down, back to Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
A run with Fournette there as they'll push this forward for about 4 on first down. Second down and 6 now. They'll run it again with Fournette. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And able to get this out to the 25. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Lance now on first down. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. And Lance now to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a play fake. Lance out to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Madison. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. Steps away. He shakes him off. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are once again back in front.
What we just saw there is definitely what the 49ers saw in him when they swung that big deal to move up to number 3 in the draft in 2021. He did run for 1,100 yards and 14 touchdowns in his one full season in 2019 at North Dakota State.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 145 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down at 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
On 1st down, Lance. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Hunter Renfrow. Hunter Renfrow. 25 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Koo now for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Hunter Renfrow who capped things off with a touchdown reception. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back to throw now on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
The punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here comes Hunter Renfrow, ready for the next drive with the rest of his offensive mates. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Renfrow. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Here's Lance to throw it. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now Lance again. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here now, 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Lance. The open man here, Renfrow. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Throw left side, taken in by Renfrow. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Lance. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Lance looking to throw it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium. Houston on the road taking on Baltimore. And it's the home team who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. From there, we'll stay in the AFC North and head over to Cleveland to check on the Browns. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. A touchdown pass there for Jordan Love. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. Jamar Chase, a touchdown reception. It was the running back, Cam Akers, who stood out in that first half of play. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Montgomery on the counter. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Montgomery muscles him up, diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Back to Renfro again. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Here's Lance. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. 155 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Lance now on 1st down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Right back to Chris Godwin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
To throw, it's Lance. That's out to the flat for Akers. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. The 49ers getting set to trot out